everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to show you how to fry up some pumpkin flowers today. They're so delicious. So first I will wash them and I will pull out the stem, this little part right here. I'll show you how to do that. And then I dip them in flour and then I dip them in egg and then I put them in oil and I fry them until they're as brown as I want them to be. So I start by taking this little piece out, I snap it out, and I'm gonna set them aside. And then I'll rinse these all out. Beware, they could have pests, they could have worms, they could have seeds, because I do organic. So don't be shocked if you see a worm, because there probably will be one in here. I like to take these little pieces off too, because those are kind of spiky and I don't like to eat them. So you can either keep them folded up or you can open them up. It's usually easier just to open them up. These are a couple days old, so they're going to fall apart. They still will fry up good and they'll still taste really good, but I've kept them in the refrigerator. There's a worm. I'm not going to show it to you because some people ain't never squeamish about insects, but like I said, don't be shocked because they are going to be in there. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to rinse them all out. I'm putting them on a paper towel to dry because you don't want them to be super wet when you go put the flour on, or it won't stick. Yeah, these are not ideal shape, but I need to use them. I kind of honestly forgot about them in the refrigerator. Okay, so now that I have all my pumpkin flowers dried, I'm going to pour my flour onto the plate. You can season your flour if you want to, or you can season afterwards. I usually just keep them plain and then I'll put a little bit of salt on it afterwards. And then we have so it's 1 cup of flour with 2 eggs. And then I beat my eggs pretty well. Now you're going to put your oil into the pan. You want enough oil just to cover the bottom of the pan. It only needs to be like 1/4 inch, maybe 1/2 inch, just enough to fry it. So now you're going to put your pumpkin flowers into the egg and then into the flour. Shake off the excess and then lay them on the plate and then fry them up. It is a little bit messy, but they taste so good. It's definitely worth trying. And usually like the technique with this is to use 1 hand for the egg and then 1 hand for the flour. That way both your hands don't get nasty. So like I'll do this hand for the egg and then dip it in the flour and then use this hand for just the flour. And then you repeat the whole process. Now I only got like 5 or 6 flowers, so I'm obviously not going to use all of this flour because this is for like a big batch recipe. You don't want to overcrowd it too much. Probably about that many. These are also called pumpkin blossoms, or you can call them flowers, whatever you want. You can also do zucchini blossoms, squash blossom. And you're just looking for them to be a kind of brown. There you go. That's the kind of brown that you're looking for, like a goldenish brown. It's all about preference. That's how I like them anyways. I've made these multiple times and they're always amazing, but they're really, really good whenever you add in mozzarella cheese. Like a cheese stick, like a string cheese. They are amazing. So I put them in there and I've rolled the flour around the cheese and it's like a cheese stick chip. They're so good.